To get premium trading and investing tips, support on Patreon. How's it going, everyone, and welcome to another Market Watch video. Today we're going to be talking about the Lunar New Year. As you guys know, I have nailed the times of when the team of the year should be at their highest levels and the times when the team of the year has to be bought. Guys, as I keep saying, I have more than 6 years of market experience. I don't want to brag here or anything, but I know how this market has been moving. I have been observing these patterns closely every single year, and here I am bringing you almost like a 90% or 95% assurance on how the market is going to move. And I don't bring really good news, but in this video I'm going to tell you how to invest, what to invest in, what to bring your coins in, and how to specifically target your maximization of coins in the next period going into the team of the season, which should be at the end of April, so starting until May. In this video you'll get all the quick info that you need, but there's a really important promotion coming up, and it's Lunar New Year. This is the promotion where if you bought packs with coins, you actually got a 50% discount. Now what this costs, because if you bought packs with FIFA points, there was no discount. So let's say EA brought up a 50k pack. When you bought that pack, if you bought it with coins, you got a 50% discount. So you bought actually with 25k coins, but if you bought with points, you didn't get a discount. So what happened is a lot of people for the past 2 years have been opening these packs with coins. Now while they're opening these packs with coins, they discard the coin value on the overall market, and there's not enough demand to sustain the prices, and what happens is player prices start going down in value. I'm going to show you on the example, let's say of Aguero. If we just scroll down here, select all, the really low ticking point was actually for the gold Aguero after the drop. It was right here after the February, which February 19th was the Lunar New Year. So after Team of the Year, the cards normally rose. Well, we are still expecting some of the cards to go up and to basically push more higher in value going into the Lunar New Year. But here was the Lunar New Year, February 16th, as you guys have seen here. This is when it was released, and basically the cards, middle cards and high-end cards like Cristiano Ronaldo, they have been dropping in price a lot. Now March 17th is a really interesting time. It was Saturday, because on Friday the FUT birthday promotion dropped. If you remember those FUT birthday cards, they basically don't have enough impact on this market, but from this period here into the big drop into March here, you guys can see what happened. Actually, people got frustrated of the continuous drop after the Lunar New Year. People didn't have enough coins anymore, so basically there were like 3 weeks, a month of dropping of these cards. They didn't go up. There were small spikes on Thursdays, but when they dropped hard, this is when people got frustrated with the FUT birthday promotion. The promotion wasn't that good itself, but just people got frustrated of holding these cards, and they just started selling off. And actually the gold cards never recovered. If we look at the 93 Aguero, that was an inform that actually came out on 14 February, and basically look at here, March 16th, there's a higher drop than usual, and then of course all of these cards keep dying in value until the end of May. So basically what you guys need to understand, if you're looking at Team of the Year cards, if you're looking at any single cards, when the Lunar New Year will be here, that is the ticking point when all of the cards will start dropping more and more in value. And whatever you will do, you will still have time and still have a lot of opportunities to invest, but it will have to be quick, short-term investments and basically SBC investments. I'm going to guide you through my videos, of course, so subscribe if you're new. But basically, also if you're on my Patreon, I always consider and guide you through. I have written an extensive research in Patreon, in my Discord group. If you join it, I have written all of the specifics that we can expect for Lunar New Year and how you guys can react. But basically, just summing it up, is right now we wait for that period. We're gonna, of course, invest in some of the cards that I'm gonna show you on later on. But this is the really important time of the year when there's the breaking point and the cards just drop and keep dropping in value. So keep that in mind when you're going to invest in February, when you're going to start buying cards. If you're looking at the current team of the year cards, as I have predicted, guys, they will keep dropping in value. Look at Varane under 1.5 mil. Everybody is dropping right now. They could rebound a bit maybe in the next week. I wouldn't count much on it. I really wouldn't count much on it, guys. I wouldn't invest in them. But after that, if there's a small rebound, they're just going to continue dropping, and they're going to drop into May. So if you're looking to buy these cards, the later you buy, the better. Let's say if the patterns repeat from last year, you want to wait for 5th birthday around 16th of March. That's the best time probably when there's going to be another cliff point. I'm calling it a cliff point because the market just dips down at that specific time. And if you trade up until that moment, if you maximize your coins from March on, if you want to play the game, you can make a lot of coins. But if you need the card sooner, the best time is probably to buy them between Sundays and Tuesdays. You can wait for a big promo in the next month for EA to drop. Probably at the Lunar New Year, they'll drop a lot. A lot of people already expecting this market crash, and a lot of people are expecting for the cards to go really low. So when that happens, if you guys want to build your team, wait for February the 5th, which this year is going to happen, the Lunar New Year. That's when you can wait for the market to really get down. And if you need any cards, just buy them. You know they're going to go lower in the future months or anything like that in the weeks, but you just buy them at that specific point, and you know that you have made enough coins to keep them. Keep short-term investing to buy better cards getting into the next year, but into the whole year, into the end of the year. But expect all of these cards to keep dropping down. Something I want to point out is the 81 plus rated team of the week SBC. This one was non-repeatable. It should be out on February 5th as well this year for the Lunar New Year. But guys, make sure that if it's non-repeatable, I wouldn't invest in 83s, 84s, not at all, not a chance, because if it's non-repeatable, they will kind of slowly go up only on the first day, but then they're going to go back down, because most of people always do the SBC when it drops. That's when the cards will go at its highest values, the cards that are needed for the SBC, but then they're just going to drop down, even if for the 3 days of when the promo lasts, because the Lunar New Year lasts for only 3 days. That's when potentially they're gonna already starts dropping down. Like in the after the first day, all of the cards needed for the SBC are gonna just drop down. As I showed you the examples on Aguero and Ronaldo, that they keep dropping, and somehow March 17th for the 5th birthday was the breaking point last year. I do expect it could be similar this year, but looking short term, as we are doing more short term investments, I do think there's a lot of opportunities to make coins right now. I'm not looking at the low end cards like Pepe, maybe like Juan Fran, who's 26k, Pedro. These are all SBC's potentials. I just released something on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me yet, the link is down in the description. Please read it. Please read my thoughts. I'm just going to send you here, guys. If you want to read what I think it will happen to the team of the week, I'm not going to explain it in full, but just read my thoughts about the current team of the week and who you should invest potentially to sell on Thursday. Now, going back here into the future stars, basically a lot of you are asking me when to buy them. As I'm saying, it's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday. Now, why I think Wednesday for the high-end cards like a Junior here, Sancho potentially, Alexander-Arnold, Arthur, all of these cards, in my opinion, could be lower on Thursday because they are high-end. They are more than 400k of value, 300k of value, even Awar here. I do think these cards will be lowest on Wednesday because a lot of people, they are a lot in demand, and since they're a lot in demand, a lot of people are expecting these cards to be lower when the supply comes, and we know that the rewards come on Thursday and the supply comes with the rewards, so people are predicting they're going to go lower. But what actually happens is people get the coins, they prepare for the supply, and since these guys are really in demand, a lot of people want them. I'm seeing all over Twitter they want to buy them. Most of the 300+K players will go higher on Thursday, in my opinion, and their low point should be Wednesday, just before everybody starts buying on Thursday and push them up in value. Now, the low-end cards, the less in demand, like Calabria, maybe that's not that in demand, Grimaldo, all of these cards, in my opinion, they're up to 150k, 200k of value. I do think they will have a low point on Thursday when there's more supply. they won't be that much. People won't look at these cards that much, and I do think Thursday could be the time to jump in on these cards. I'm definitely going to invest in these. I'm preparing a lot of coins to invest in these, and when they out of packs, I do think they're going to rise, and I'm going to make quite a lot of profit off of them. I'm saving 6 million coins right now, but if you guys are into inform investing, I have put on my Discord specifically. I'm just gonna show you in my Discord room how I put players to invest, how I put target prices. If anyone is interested to join my Discord here, you guys can like check it. I'm gonna show you possibly risk investments. This is how I put the target prices or of something into it. These are only the risky investments. I don't advise to go in. Most of the gamblers in my Patreon are jumping in on these investments, so I really don't advise you to jump in them. I'm only posting them for those hardest gamblers for you guys to make coins. There is also a player to invest room where I don't post risky investments. There's a full room of them, but I don't just want to make it public right now because that's kind of top secret information at this time. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, just don't hesitate to drop them down below. I'm here to help as always, guys. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, on Facebook and on other social media. You can ask me questions right away, even there. I'll try to respond over on my Twitter as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.